Are you exhausted from chasing get-rich-quick promises or overhyped business strategies, only to see your cash flow remain shaky and financial freedom feel like a distant dream? Are you grinding every day, constantly switching strategies, juggling 2 or 3 jobs at once, yet still seeing no results? Have you ever felt like a formula that worked for someone else flopped for you, or a strategy that once brought you success now falls flat? Are you wondering if there's truly a reliable way, a universal formula that works for anyone, anytime? Yes, there absolutely is, and it doesn't come from working harder, competing fiercely, or waiting for luck to strike. It's a foundational law of the universe, a proven science tested over thousands of years that delivers certain success. The key is this: everything in your life, especially your money, doesn't come from external sources. It comes from the seeds you've planted in your mind. A 5,000x investment return. The monk who turned 50,000 into a $250 million empire. To grasp the extraordinary power of this universal law, let me share a true story about Geshe Michael Roach. This man spent much of his life in the quiet solitude of an ancient Tibetan monastery. As the first Westerner to achieve the highest levels of scholarship in Tibetan Buddhism, he was deeply rooted in spiritual wisdom. Then, one day, his teacher gave him a seemingly insane task: leave the monastery, step into the cutthroat world of Western business, make money, and prove that ancient spiritual principles could work even in the most materialistic, competitive environment. In 1981, with just $50,000 in borrowed funds and the profound philosophies from sacred texts as his only capital, Geshe Michael Roach arrived in New York, the financial capital of the world. He chose the diamond business, an industry rife with fierce competition, dark dealings, and high stakes, where he had zero prior knowledge or connections. Most people would have laughed at the idea: how could a penniless monk succeed in the glitzy, ruthless battlefield of the global diamond trade? Yet something miraculous happened, not through luck or magic, but through the precise application of the principles he'd learned in the monastery. By strictly practicing the law of karma and the system of karmic seeds, his company, Andon International, grew at a breathtaking pace. From a humble start with nothing but 3 employees, it soared to generating over $100 million in annual revenue within just a few years. By 2009, the company was sold to Warren Buffett's legendary Berkshire Hathaway for a staggering $250 million. This isn't a fairy tale, it's reality. A vivid, undeniable testament that the ancient principles governing how the world works and how we shape our reality are absolutely accurate, predictable, and applicable to modern life to create extraordinary prosperity. Geshe Michael Roach's success wasn't random. It was the direct result of consciously decoding and applying the secret of where money truly comes from, unlocking the world of karmic imprints and why you're not rich yet. We often think money comes from the job you do, the clients you have, or the market you're in. But if you dig deeper, every experience in your life is the result of karmic imprints you've created. If you're struggling financially or your cash flow is unsteady, it's not because of a bad market, tough competitors, or a lack of luck. It's a sign that the imprints in your mind haven't been planted correctly, or they're being overshadowed by unwanted ones. So what is karma? In this philosophy, karma isn't fate or punishment. It's the law of karma, a perfect system of cause and effect that governs every aspect of the universe. Every thought, word, and action you take plants an imprint, or seed, in your mind. These seeds sprout and project the reality you experience, including your financial situation. Think about it. Why do 2 people doing the same job, putting in the same effort, have such different outcomes? One always seems to have money flowing in, while the other constantly struggles. This can be explained by the different kinds of imprints they've created. The successful person might have planted seeds of helping others, generosity, and kindness, while the other hasn't. To clarify the concept of emptiness, the foundation of lasting prosperity, let's use a simple example: a pencil. If I hold a pencil in my hand, you'd see it as a pencil, right? But if a dog walks into the room, it might see it as a chew toy. Same object, but 2 different beings perceive it in completely different ways. This shows that the pencil is inherently empty. It's not by itself a pencil or a toy. It becomes a pencil when the imprint in your mind projects that meaning onto it. It becomes a toy when the dog's mind projects its meaning. Money works the same way. Money isn't inherently good or bad, easy or hard to get. Money is empty. Whether you experience it as an abundant flow or a constant struggle depends entirely on the karmic imprints in your mind projecting that reality. Here's the good news. If everything comes from you, then you have the power to change your financial reality. You don't need to chase hopeless external solutions anymore. The answer lies within you, in how you create your imprints. The 4 steps to planting seeds, your tool to attract money with certainty. From these ancient philosophies, a simple yet incredibly powerful and effective practice has been distilled: the 4 steps to planting seeds. This is the key tool to actively create imprints of prosperity and ensure money flows to you with certainty. Step 1. Define exactly what you want in a single sentence. The first and most critical step, one that many people skip, is to shape your financial dream with crystal clear clarity in just one sentence. It's like placing an order with the universe. You can't say, "Give me something." You have to be specific about what you want. Picture this. You're sitting on your favorite couch on a peaceful Sunday morning. You close your eyes. What do you see? What does your dream home look like? How many bedrooms does it have? What color is the paint? How does your cash flow feel? Steady and abundant enough to do what? Buy what? Help who? How does it feel to be free from financial stress, to make big life choices without worry? Let those images come alive. Feel every detail. Emotion is the most powerful catalyst for your seed. So how do you state what you want in a single sentence? Make it specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, a SMART goal. Instead of saying, "I want more money," get precise. I want to increase my monthly income by $2,000 within the next 6 months. Or, I want to earn a $100,000 annual salary by the end of next year. If you want savings, don't say, "I want some savings." Say, "I want $25,000 in my emergency savings account within 12 months. Or, "I want to save $10,000 for a house down payment by next July." If you want financial freedom, don't say, "I want to stop worrying about money." Visualize and declare, "I want a passive income of $5,000 a month from safe investments by age 45. Or I want enough wealth to retire comfortably at 55 with a $2 million net worth." If you want to escape debt, don't say, "I want to be debt-free." Say, "I want to pay off my $15,000 credit card debt in the next 8 months." Or, "I want to fully pay off my student loans within 3 years." Pick the one financial goal you desire most right now and turn it into a single, concise statement. Why is this so important? Without a clear goal and a specific sentence, you won't know what kind of seeds to plant. This is the foundation for everything to work. It's like planning a long road trip. If you don't know your destination, you won't know which road to take. A clear goal becomes the compass for all your seed planting actions. Take at least 5 minutes today. Grab a pen and paper. Write down your current financial dream in one clear sentence. Don't hold back. Don't limit yourself. Include specific numbers, a specific timeline, and the feeling of achieving it. Start this first step right now. Don't wait another minute. Your life is waiting for you to write its story. One important note before moving forward. This seed planting system always works, whether you're aiming for $10,000 or $10 million. Countless people have achieved extraordinary financial success, growing their wealth tenfold, even 100-fold, by planting seeds consistently. Guy Michael Roach turned $50,000 into $1 million in revenue in just 1 year of business using these 4 steps, a 20x return. In the years that followed, his company reached $100 million in annual revenue, a 2,000x return. But if you're new to this practice, start with a smaller goal to test the system. Seeing small wins will build your confidence and momentum. Goals that are too big may take a long time for the seeds to sprout, and you might get discouraged and give up. So start with something manageable, like increase my income by 30% in the next 2 months, or save $10,000 in 3 months. Step 2, find someone who wants the same thing and the law of giving. You've crystallized your financial dream with laser clarity. Now it's time to find the right soil to plant your seeds, the fertile ground where your prosperity seeds can sprout and thrive. This isn't about where you'll make money. It's about consciously helping someone else get what they want. Remember the core law: you reap what you sow. If you want money, help others get money. If you want opportunities, create opportunities for others. Even the best seed won't grow if planted on barren rocks. It'll struggle, maybe even go to waste. Similarly, if you help someone who doesn't value your support or has no intention of using it to grow, your seed won't yield the results you hope for. The key in this step is to ensure you're helping someone who shares your desire and will truly appreciate your effort. This is when you seek out your most fertile garden, people who crave what you want and whom you can help most effectively. Think of Thomas, a freelance web designer in Seattle. He always wanted more clients, higher paying projects to escape the grind of barely scraping by. He tried running ads, marketing on social media, but the results were mediocre. Clients came and went like a breeze. Then he learned the seed planting principle and decided to find fertile gardens. He started reaching out to friends and acquaintances, struggling to build websites for their small businesses. He offered to help them for free or at a steep discount just to give them a beautiful, effective, professional website. Thomas poured in his time, expertise, and heart to help others grow their businesses through their online presence. At first, the results were slow. Thomas still had to hustle, but he kept at it, trusting the seeds he planted in those fertile grounds. Then, one day, something unexpected happened. One of the small clients he'd helped wholeheartedly not only got a stellar website, but saw their business explode beyond their wildest dreams. Filled with gratitude and absolute trust in Thomas's talent and heart, this client referred him to a major tech corporation in Silicon Valley. A dream opportunity Thomas never dared imagine. That corporation signed a massive contract, transforming Thomas from a struggling freelancer into a key strategic partner, bringing him huge projects and a steady, explosive income like never before. His garden didn't just bloom. It became a lush orchard, yielding lasting prosperity far beyond his expectations. His bank account, once barely covering essentials, soared past the $1 million mark. So, how do you pick the most fertile soil to plant your seeds and plan to help others achieve what they want? We often talk about karmic gardens like your clients, colleagues, suppliers, or the world around you. Look for people who need money and help them get it, directly or indirectly. Help them consciously, with clear intent. Some fertile soils have a special power to make your seeds sprout quickly and powerfully. First and most important, plant seeds with your parents, the ones who gave you life and raised you. They are your most sacred, fertile ground. Never overlook them. Show your devotion by helping your parents with their work, giving them extra money for daily needs, or buying them something generous and thoughtful. The gratitude and love you show your parents will turn these seeds into the sturdiest, most prosperous trees in your garden. Second, help those in urgent, desperate need. When you support someone in a dire situation, their gratitude, combined with the urgent energy of the moment, makes your seeds sprout incredibly fast. Third, plant seeds through charities or nonprofits that help many people. A small donation to a fund that supports thousands is like planting a massive seed equivalent to helping thousands of individuals. So how can you help? It doesn't always have to be cash. You can help with knowledge, share what you know about finances, business, saving, or investing, or with experience, guide them with lessons you've learned from your successes. You can give time, listen to their problems, offer advice, or help with a financial task. A referral, connecting them to someone who can help, a potential client, or a partner, is a valuable seed, or provide resources, books, guides, or tools they can use. Sometimes even emotional support, a heartfelt encouragement, or empathetic listening is a precious seed. Finally, do it quietly, without expectation. This is the key. A seed won't grow if you keep digging it up to check its progress or expect immediate, hypo help, because you want to, because you trust this law, because you know your actions will bear fruit. Don't help to get something back. Help with a pure heart and clear intent. Anyone struggling with what you desire is your fertile garden, waiting for you to plant seeds. Step forward boldly and sow. Actively seek opportunities to help. Don't wait. Find one person today, someone you can help financially, even in the smallest way, in the most fertile ground you can find. A piece of advice, a connection, a small act of support. Take this step now, and you'll start seeing miracles in your cash flow. Get ready for the next step, where you'll turn these simple actions into a steady, sustainable stream of wealth. This is where you build momentum. This isn't the time to let great ideas stay in your head or on paper. You've got to take action. Commit to helping your fertile gardens at least 1 hour a week, or more if you can. Every second you spend helping, sharing, planting is a powerful seed sown. No matter how busy life gets, promise yourself at least 1 hour a week to diligently plant seeds. This is the concrete action step where your good intentions turn into the energy that creates wealth. First, focus on planting seeds with your body actions. These are things you do physically. It could be tangible acts like giving money if you're able and it feels right, buying a meal for someone in need, or volunteering to help a financial charity with tasks like auditing or fundraising. You can share resources by referring clients to colleagues or partners, passing along free financial education tools you've found, or connecting job seekers with employers. Another powerful way is to save for planting. Set aside a small portion of your income daily or weekly into a dedicated seed planting fund, even if it's just $1. This builds strong intent and prepares you for giving. Finally, schedule your planting. Don't let it be random. Make it a non-negotiable habit. For example, every morning before work, take 5 minutes to ask, who can I help today to achieve their financial goals and how? This activates your prefrontal cortex, helping you plan and act consciously. Next, plant seeds with your speech. Your words have immense power to create or destroy. Use them to sow seeds of wealth, offer helpful advice, share solid, practical financial knowledge, like how to save effectively, avoid debt, or invest safely. Give sincere encouragement. When someone's struggling with money, uplift them with words like, "You'll get through this, keep going." Acknowledge and praise. Celebrate someone's financial efforts, no matter how small, recognizing their progress. Most importantly, avoid negative talk about money. Don't complain about lack, badmouth the wealthy, spread negative financial rumors, or discourage others in their financial journey. Finally, and perhaps most powerfully, plant seeds with your mind thoughts. Your thoughts are the root of every action and word. Use your mind to sow prosperity. Wish others well. When you see someone succeeding financially, instead of feeling jealous or comparing, silently wish them, "I hope you grow even wealthier and happier." Desiring for others what you want is the most potent seed, as it comes from a generous heart. Rejoice in others' success. When you hear someone made a fortune or hit a financial goal, genuinely celebrate for them. This uproots the weeds of envy and jealousy that choke your seeds. Set clear intentions. Before planting, with actions or words, hold a clear thought. I'm doing this to help X achieve Y, and I wish to achieve Y too. Intent is the engine of your seed, directing its energy. And don't forget to visualize. Picture yourself and others living in financial abundance, feeling the relief and joy. This is how you ask the universe for the best outcomes. The key here is to fully realize you're using a new system, an ancient wisdom called the law of karma, and the power of helping others with love. This isn't a fleeting theory or trendy fad. It's a truth that's held true, operating flawlessly for thousands of years in this universe. So feel joyful and grateful that you're choosing to succeed through sharing and generosity, not selfishness or competition. When you open your heart and help with pure sincerity, without calculation, those are the most powerful imprints etched into your karmic stream. They'll bring results far faster and greater than you ever imagined. A crucial note, persistence is everything. Not every seed sprouts at once. Some take time. Don't give up if you don't see instant results. An oak tree takes decades to grow from a tiny acorn. Remember, if you plant, you will harvest. It's certain. It's only a matter of time and persistence. And what you're about to learn next will be a true game changer. This is the step 95% of people skip. A critical step without which your seeds will struggle to grow strong. Even worse, neglected seeds can take forever to bear fruit. Do you want to wait 10 years or even another lifetime for your rewards to come? Of course not. This step is the key to nurturing and accelerating your money seeds, making them bloom faster. Maybe in just a year, 6 months, or sometimes even 30 days. It's called seed meditation. Seed meditation isn't about sitting still, thinking about money, or praying for cash to appear. It's about dedicating time each day to recall and celebrate the good deeds you've done, the seeds you've planted. This is when you rejoice in your small victories, feeling deep joy for helping others. It's like watering your seeds with a special, high-potency fertilizer and pure water, helping them sprout faster and stronger many times over. Normally before bed, our minds tend to replay worries, sadness, or unresolved financial problems. This is a terrible habit you need to stop right now. Why? Because the thoughts and emotions you carry into sleep will grow and multiply during the 8 hours your subconscious is at work. That's why negative things keep piling up in your life even though you don't want them. You've unknowingly fed them while you sleep by dwelling on financial fears, scary thoughts, or painful moments. Now, make sure you never pour toxic water on your financial garden again. Instead, nourish it with the divine water of joy, happiness, love, and pride in the kind things you've already done. Here's how to practice seed meditation effectively to make your cash flow explode. This is how you actively speed up the process. First, pick a fixed, quiet time. The best is right before bed, when your mind is calmest and you're about to drift off, when your subconscious is most active. Or any 5-10 minutes during the day when you're undisturbed. Make it a non-negotiable daily ritual. Next, recall and relive the seeds you've planted. Sit or lie down, close your eyes, go through moments from your day or week when you helped someone, gave something related to finances. For example, you might think, today, I spent 15 minutes showing my new coworker how to use accounting software, saving her time. Or, I donated a small amount to a local fund to help struggling families. Or, I shared a post about money-saving tips with friends online, hoping it'll help them. Recall as many details as possible, who they were, what you did, how they reacted. Third, and this is the most crucial part, feel deep joy and gratitude. As you revisit these actions, don't just think about them. Feel the joy, satisfaction, warmth, and gratitude in your heart. Feel the happiness of helping others. Feel the relief of knowing you're doing the right thing, on the right path. This is the most powerful water and fertilizer to make your seeds bloom quickly. It activates your limbic system, creating strong emotions that embed the seeds deeper into your subconscious, supercharging their energy. Finally, dedicate the energy. In Tibetan Buddhism, we talk about dedicating merit. This means offering all the positive energy from your good deeds toward your goal. Say in your mind, with all the positive energy and merit from these good seeds, I dedicate it to your specific financial goal becoming reality so I can help more people, build a thriving business, create massive value for the community. Expand this further. One good deed sparks a chain of goodness. When you help a colleague do their job better, they get praised and their family lives better. This creates more good seeds in their lives, which, by the law of karma, will come back to you. Isn't that amazing? You're amazing, my friend. I'm grateful you've chosen to be kind and generous, helping others even when you're facing challenges. That's the noble generosity Jesus praised, like the poor widow giving her 2 coins, and you'll be blessed back on a far greater scale. A tiny seed grows into a mighty tree. No farmer plants seeds and forgets to water them, but we often stop at planting seeds and leaving them to fend for themselves. You know, it happens if you don't water a plant, it wilts or dies. Then you complain your seeds didn't sprout or they're growing too slowly. Don't make that mistake. This is the key to accelerating your financial growth, turning your efforts into extraordinary results. A quick tip to make seeds bloom faster. Do seed meditation as often as possible. There's no limit to how many times a day. The more you water, the higher you raise your vibrational frequency, the happier you feel, and the faster your seeds sprout. Make seed meditation an essential part of your daily life. You'll be astonished at the speed and scale of change in your cash flow. And now, let's dive into real success stories to see the extraordinary power of these principles in action. You'll see this isn't just theory. Overcoming negative imprints and solving problems, the 4 opposing powers. On your journey to planting prosperity seeds, you might hit roadblocks or face recurring financial issues. Maybe you work hard, save or invest, but money keeps slipping away unexpectedly. Or you want good relationships with colleagues, yet petty conflicts keep popping up. These aren't random or fate. They're signs of negative imprints from your past sprouting like weeds in your mind's garden, choking the growth of the good seeds you're planting. But don't worry. You're not a victim of your past. My teacher, Geshe Michael Roach, taught that clearing negative imprints is just as vital as planting positive ones. We have a powerful method to pull the weeds and cleanse unwanted imprints with the 4 opposing powers. This tool lets you take back control, own your life fully, and unlock the flow of prosperity. 1. Taking full responsibility, the power of ownership. The first and most foundational power is realizing that every difficulty, challenge, or obstacle in your life comes from you. This doesn't mean blaming yourself, it means reclaiming your power. When you understand that everything you experience is a projection of imprints in your mind, you also realize you can change them. You're not a victim of circumstances, the economy, or the people around you. Think about it. If you believe your problems come from a tough boss or an unfair market, you'll feel helpless. You can't change your boss or the market, but the moment you accept that these things show up in your life because of imprints you've planted, you unlock immense power. You can change how you plant seeds, and in doing so, transform your entire world. This is the first turn of the key to unleash prosperity. 2. Sincere regret, the power of clarity. The second power is sincere regret. This isn't guilt or self-blame that drags you into despair. Guilt weakens you, trapping you in the past. Sincere regret is positive. It's a sharp, clear awareness of the consequences of past wrong actions and a fierce resolve not to repeat them. Picture this. If you spill coffee on a new shirt, you feel annoyed and immediately try to clean it, right? You don't sit there calling yourself stupid. You just see, this isn't good, I need to fix it and not do it again. Sincere regret works the same way. It helps you see the negative imprints you've planted, and that annoyance stops you from planting more of them. It weakens the negative imprint, so it can't sprout as strongly. Take David, a financial advisor who struggled to attract big clients. He realized he'd built a habit of over-promising rosy profits to smaller clients without focusing on risks. He felt sincere regret for creating unrealistic expectations, which eroded trust. This regret began to weaken the financial blockages tied to those old seeds. 3. Vowing not to repeat, the power of commitment. The third power is vowing not to repeat the mistake. This is a firm promise to yourself that you'll never plant that negative imprint again. If sincere regret helps you spot and weaken an old imprint, this vow is like bracing your future. It builds a protective fence, stopping you from creating new negative imprints and cutting off the water that feeds old, bad seeds. Negative imprints need repeated actions to stay strong. When you stop repeating, you let them wither. For David, after regretting his overpromising, he made a specific vow. For the next week, I'll present all financial products with total balance and transparency, including every tiny risk, even if it slows down closing deals. He started with small commitments, like answering emails on time and providing precise contract details. As he stuck to this vow, new clients came because of his integrity, and old clients, once hesitant, began returning for his advice. 4. Counteracting action, the power of positive reversal. The fourth power is counteracting action. This is when you deliberately do a positive act that's the complete opposite of the negative imprint you want to clear. It's like making a mistake and then doing something right to balance and cleanse it. Think of it as using a stain remover on dirty clothes. When you plant a strong, opposing seed, it weakens and neutralizes the negative one. This is one of the fastest ways to clear bad karma and make room for good seeds to sprout. For David, since he created unrealistic expectations, he chose a counteracting action. He started offering free financial advice to young professionals, helping them build honest, realistic saving and investment plans. He also shared accurate, no-hype financial knowledge on forums. He didn't expect payment for this. These giving acts of helping others gain clarity and honesty about money erased his old negative imprints. At the same time, these new seeds began sprouting into large, transparent, successful financial deals for him. See, it all comes from you. This means you have the full power to take responsibility and change everything. You're not a victim of circumstances or some mysterious bad luck. When you understand and apply the four opposing powers, you're actively clearing out the past to create a brighter future, a steady flow of prosperity. This is one of the deepest insights for achieving true financial freedom and a liberated life. The four-step seed planting system isn't just for money. You can apply it to every part of your life: love, health, inner peace, and your life's purpose. When you grasp and use it, your life becomes a flowing stream of abundance. You won't need to chase money anymore. Instead, you'll build a system of imprints that works so well that money and all good things naturally flow to you. This is how you create a doubled, sustainable, automatic cash flow rooted in kindness and helping others. Ultimately, the highest goal of these principles isn't just material wealth. It's about finding your true life's purpose through serving others. When you live a life of service, making the world fuller and better, you'll realize you've gained everything you've ever desired by serving more in alignment with your purpose. The power to transform your life is in your hands. I believe in you. You've got this.